We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys. Santos out for the opening kick. And off we go from Dallas. And this is not a good start. That kick falls just short of the landing zone, and this opening drive is going to begin from the 40. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Yeah, there we go. Wait, check line in.
Play action now for Prescott. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Jalen Johnson with the pick. And the Bears are going to take over now at their own 20. There it is, partner. Tough to resist starting the game with a deep shot. I know you know that. It is aggressive, but also very high risk, high reward.
It is, Kate, and you know as an offensive player, especially as a quarterback, you go to bed that night, these plays are scripted. You're going to come out, you're going to take a shot. There you got to show a little restraint. If it's not there, and that defense has the awareness they just did, boy, you got to be real careful to not give them an opportunity to do what they just did and make a huge play defensively.
We're going to run here. Dada. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Williams from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he can make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
So first down from the 41. They're running out of the pistol with Johnson. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. And it's not just your quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
That's Cox. This is Loveland. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down, Bears.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in our defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Williams with 3rd and long. They set up the screen here to Swift. Has room inside the 25. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard
So that connection
line.
for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Bears with a chance for at least 3, possibly 6. They go with Mananga here. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Lewis caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Number 2.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
4th down, Williams. He's got it. Well, he's not going to get to the end zone. The stop is made in time at the 2, but hey, 4 more chances coming. They've got a 1st and goal.
And the Bears, first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Swift. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. Williams to throw. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears get some late points and the lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are perfect 1-for-1.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
That's good for Cowboys. First down. First and 10.
Going to the ground again on 1st. That played good for, looks like about 6. 2nd down upcoming. Offense up to the line fast.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Dak now from the gun. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
First down. Here we go. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
1st down. Here's Dak. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Throwing again is Dak. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And it's a house call. Pick 6. Touchdown, Chicago.
I got to imagine this defense right now has got some kind of tell on this quarterback. He's either giving it away with his eyes or his feet. Interception on the previous drive, and this defense once again jumping all over him.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Turpin with a return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And that's where they'll begin the drive following the return.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
You've set it downs for them from the 31. Back to the air, Prescott after that pick. Connects on the crosser. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
First and 10 at the 47.
From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First and 10, Prescott. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
Here we go. All right, hey.
Play action, Prescott. Connects with the open man downfield. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Flushed out of the pocket. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Hey, kill.
Second down, here's Prescott again. Caught near the goal line. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Aubrey puts it through, and that'll get him back to 11. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. He still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long.
For the Bears.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Yeah!
Here's Williams to start the drive. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
There we go. 26.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 47. 26.
Dak off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go. I take 48.
Third and long for him here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that'll be 1st down Chicago.
That's good for the Bears. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
An guy with it. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Swift gets it on the option. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Swift will score. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, Well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter.
Cairo Santos to kick off.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Turpin with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Yeah, pick.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. On the move, headed right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, 26.
Back to the air, Prescott. He's trying to go deep again. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 26.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th. Desperation time here. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to fire this one deep down the near sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've